condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of
Somos
it.
la que nos sacó del
There's
maquillaje
nothing you
conmigo, la
can
que nos
do.
ayudó.
I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Come on now. What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told, after inhaling chemicals.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down, his skin losing its color, his body rigid.
No tengo ni idea de
I
medicina.
closed his eyes myself. They were
Le pido un
glassing over.
ibuprofeno. Con eso
I
se
didn't
cura.
want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will. I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Ms. Baker.
Who?
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
Oh, I see.
Pero hay gente que
Do
es
you have
alérgica,
other
Morpeco, a
questions?
todo. Hay gente que es alérgica a las inyecciones tipo de
That'll do for the
morfina y
time
eso.
being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Vamos a examinarlo.
Very well. I'll examine him. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema.
¿Tú entiendes algo?
Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
¿Tiene algo en el culo?
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky. 30-year-old subject, severe hypothermia, erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums, necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
What the fuck
No.
is an edema?
Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Uy, lo siento, me he quedado boba.
I see signs of hypodermoclisis.
Opino que está
but he's still
muerto.
dehydrated.
Opino que hay que
When
dormirlo.
was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but
Lo ha embarazado el
when
Cthulhu.
we bathed him earlier,
He seemed to feel better?
yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
Su cuerpo está
I
montando.
almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
Mierda, es que la puede matar, ¿eh? Tío, este tío es muy capaz.
His limbs, his body temperature.
Siempre son
I
los
don't know
calvos
what
mortecos.
experiments you've undertaken, but
¿Te has
this
dado
is
cuenta?
going too far.
No te quedes calvo.
Oh, I sense some
Ahora dice, soy calvo.
excitement beneath
Me meo
your
de risa, te lo juro.
indignation. Could it be you wish to join me in my scientific endeavors?
You are a brilliant physician, Dr. Fuller, but this man has the attributes of some kind of
No
animal.
lo soy.
Fascinating.
Estás salvado.
An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
Gente, mete
This
la lengua en
man
los dientes,
and
mi
the
vida.
others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's
De la
scandalous.
secta del Cthulhu.
Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
No me hagas luego infiltrarme otra vez, por favor. Tú te vas a morir, ¿lo sabes? Seguro que huele peche. Esta es la consulta de Fuller.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan. Oh,
Listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
She doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden
Te he
on.
pisado.
Oh well, at least we won't have to.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I'm sorry. Dr. Fuller is a very busy man.
Well, is there anyone else who can tell us what's going on?
She's our only family, you know? And we can't even see her medical file.
Don't worry. I'm aware our institution is not always welcoming. But your mother is in good hands. I'll tend to her myself. And keep you informed at once. Would that suit you?
Well, that sure sounds great to us, Doctor. Thank you.
But those are just words, so we're not budging.
Very well. At least I'll know where to find you.
Le va a poner el tono como aliens.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Vaya asco. Vale. Entonces. Vuestra mamá. No tengo ni idea de dónde está.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution
Ella sabe
with
lo que hace, yo no.
insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Está perfecto. Soy una pedazo de doctora, ¿eh?
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
I'll just sleep a bit.
Este no tiene el historial.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
¡Uy! ¡Irene Sanders! ¡La mujer del nota! El informe describe el estado en el que se encontraba Irene Sanders cuando ingresó en el Instituto Riverside, así como los tratamientos que se le administraron. Fuller añadió una nota manuscrita en la que recomienda su traslado a la ala psiquiátrica para que pudiera disfrutar de la paz y tranquilidad que necesita.
Mrs. Sanders?
Está tiesa, ¿eh?
Ah, so there's Harding. She's still sleeping. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Se te va el pito. Uy, ¿esto qué?
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors. Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
¿Por aquí no hay nada? No, parece que por aquí no. Vamos a ir a informarle a los notas esos. Esto nada.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you,
No
doctor.
podemos seguir metiendo la
And as to his
patita.
weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
It'll be done.
Sabe que la han maltratado donde lo han tenido. Pero no podemos asomar tanto la patita. No.
So, Doctor, have you been able to examine our mother?
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Manda un logro juramento hipocrático. Vale. Por cierto. Espérate un momento. Es que esto es muy grande, ¿vale?
Dr. Colden?
Pa' acá y pa' acá.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Everything all right, Dr. Colden?
All is well, Elizabeth, thank you. I was making sure the water wasn't cut off yet again.
Thank God, no. The water's running. I have no desire to call Donovan for help.
Come now. Don't let that witch sap your morale.
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm trying. It's just that sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water herself, just for the pleasure of harassing me.
Her time is much too precious for these kind of petty games. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
No le voy a decir que se vaya, a ver si me voy a meter en un lío. Que aquí suena agua. Aquí ni nada, ok. Esta obra a modo de diccionario recoge... Esta obra a modo de diccionario recoge todas las ciencias médicas que se conocen y practican en el mundo moderno, ordenadas alfabéticamente. Para cada una de las entradas se incluyen las principales autoridades y obras de referencia. Uy... No, pero no es para esconderse, vale. Con esto accedo acá.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Llamada. Y he
I
pegado
have
muy
little
bajo.
time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors
Que no
who have
sabía que
things
este era el despacho de notas.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation. The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key if I wish to get rid of Donovan.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Que quiero cerrar la puerta para que tú no me veas si me entro por la otra.
Dr. Colt.
Mrs.
Nobody goes... I...
Sadita eres.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office. This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What
El
did Fuller
historial
do to him?
está extrañamente incompleto y no incluye detalles sobre el tratamiento, además de desviarse de las prácticas convencionales.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Thank you. Would you know where the key to the boiler room is?
Betty didn't put it back in its place. Well, she took it to lock the door.
I'll ask her. Thank you. I'll be going. The boiler room key is not in its place. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Vale, tengo que preguntarle a Betty. ¿Dónde está Betty? ¿Quién es Betty? I don't know.
Dr. Colden.
¿Tú eres Betty?
Dr. Colden?
Hello, Betty. I'm looking for the key to the boiler room.
I used it to close the door. But I must have... yes, a patient in Block B asked me for a glass of water. I must have misplaced the key somewhere near the office.
Thank you. I shall go fetch it.
Un paciente. Bloque B.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
I thought we trusted each other.
Really, Marie? Can you swear to me that you're not intending something reckless?
It's because I respect you that I won't lie to you.
Is there something I should know?
You better tell me about your symptoms.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
¿Y por qué te quedas en vez de irte?
Where did my fiancé go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Vale, tengo que encontrar el cuarto ese de las calderas o algo. La farmacia.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
Barbitúricos.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Es un bicho malo.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Uomo delinquente. El hospital será para correr cuando salga el bicho del estómago. No. Esta obra pseudocientífica de César Lombroso establece una relación entre la morfología de un individuo y su predisposición innata hacia el crimen. La seriedad del estudio y la fidelidad de las demostraciones podrían llegar a engañar a un lego en la materia. Vale. Llave inglesa. Estamos a punto.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Pobrecita, me da pena haberle hecho, pero es que tenemos que hacerlo.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here. The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Un estudio sobre el síndrome de Stendhal, una afección psicológica especialmente poco frecuente que provoca problemas mentales por exposición a obras de arte. Supongo que es la puerta esta, ¿no?
I should go another way.
¿Perdona? No hay nada.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Se mueve todo el rato igual, ¿no? Ah, vale.
I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key.
But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Un zapato de la tía.
Why is Ethan on medication? The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set them all in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
Para allá se va al basement, ¿no? Basement.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead.
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
Sí.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go. Rescue the doctor.
Thank you, Drake.
Lo dejamos por aquí, Golpeco-chan. Esta cinemática. Cuando sea el nuevo capítulo. Ojú, los cuervos de Odín.